Всем привет, с вами я, Ирина Фокс, и сегодня мы с вами поиграем в игру Геншин импакт. Будем продолжать ее играть, потому что я пока больше не знаю, что мне постримить. Я хотела в Among сегодня пойти, но Юля у меня сегодня занята, поэтому я без нее не хочу идти. Так, всем привет, кто зашел на стрим. Рома, Форекс, привет. Спасибо, что зашли. Так, сейчас... Так, не надо к этой Донне идти. Это задание, короче, с Лизой, но я... Прикол в том, что я... Блядь. Извиняюсь за мат. Вне стрима начала это задание проходить и пожалела очень. Ну, блин, что уж теперь делать? Начала так начала. Ой, так. А куда идти-то? За дом или там? Забанили. Бот, за что ты забанил Форекса?
This is our final call for the day.
ПОДПИСАТЬСЯ, привет, спасибо, что зашел. Так, авто,
Welcome.
разговаривают.
Couples are our specialty. Let me know what you'd like and I'll wrap them up nicely for you.
Ah, yes. Now, which book was it that has the line, "A date without flowers is a date without romance"? Why, it just so happens that I would, my
Я
kindest
рада за
cutie.
тебя.
Some flowers for Miss Lisa? What would you like?
Так, елки-палки, ну что у вас за вопрос-то? Я не могу этот настроить. Ой, ОБС мой. Так, выберите букет, который понравится Лизе.
Mist flowers? Over there in the corner. But don't touch them with your bare hands. You'll get frostbite.
Какие
You want
опасные
them?
цветочки.
You're sure? What an unusual choice.
Ну так вот,
It's
чем
just that Lisa seems to use
чем
electro quite a
необычно, тем
lot.
лучше.
Things could get a little bit dangerous.
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
Почему у меня это не настроено? Сейчас. Ирка, слышь, про диф, ФНАФ, если нет, чё? Ты что, серьезно? Господи, я ее... Как вспомню эту игру, так, блядь, вздрогну на некоторых моментах. Так, ну, вроде настроила более-менее нормально. Так. Я думаю, нормально. Так, ладно. Меньше. После того, как ты сделаешь...
Huh? These flowers are saturated with cryo energy. They could be very dangerous for me. Don't you know what happens when cryo meets electro? You certainly haven't been doing your homework. Meet me at the library after
Ну
work.
да, я тебя невнимательно слушаю. Подумаешь, я, блин, это задание начала чуть ли не 3 недели назад проходить.
Maybe I'll have to give you a little taste of what it feels like to
Я все забуду.
superconduct. Okay, time to get back to business. Donna, do you know why we're here?
Back to business? My business is selling flowers.
Once again, we see a total lack of respect for literature. The Pale Princess and the Six Pygmies. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Well, what happened was...
Ты чё прикрылась? Что ты натворила?
Oh, no. What am I gonna do? I lost the book. A while back, I realized it was almost due, and I was getting ready to bring it back to the library. But I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked for days, but nothing. It's like somebody stole it. It should have been there, on my bedside table, right where I left it.
Uh-oh.
Белка
That
стащила.
Lisa does some crazy things when she gets mad.
I heard that. Well, if it really was stolen, Donna's done nothing wrong. The blame lies with the book thief. And their punishment will be 3, no, 10 times worse than stealing my book.
Like Paimon said, totally crazy.
Oh, don't worry about that. As long as I remain librarian, not a single book will go missing
Ну,
for
конечно,
good.
потому что я тебе
I put a
помогу.
unique elemental marker on each book. Our thief will have left a nice set of clues for us to follow.
When did Lisa start taking her job so seriously? Paimon always thought she was a total slacker.
Hey, sweetie, I've heard your elemental sensitivity is very strong. Why not see what you can do?
Elemental sensitivity? Oh, Paimon's got it. Use your elemental sight to look for clues.
Ой, ну ладно.
Looking at the elemental traces, it does seem likely that the book was stolen.
So Donna didn't
И
do
кому эта
anything
книга
wrong after
понадобилась,
all.
интересно?
It's not from the restricted section, so it's hardly a book worth stealing. Whoever wanted this book so badly had a strange fixation indeed.
So, what do we do now?
The elemental traces are very faint, but I can tell that the thief took it beyond the city walls. You must see it too, right, cutie? Let's follow the trail and have a look where our thief was headed, shall we?
Ну, конечно. Конечно, конечно. Давайте голуби отсюда. Кыщ, кыщ. А ты... Я не успела ее поймать. Вот это обидно сейчас было. Так а куда? Ой, блин. Ага, вижу. Ты что ты делаешь? Иди отсюда. Паразит какой.
The elemental traces are strong here, but it seems our thief did not stay for long. The trail keeps going. Let's keep looking.
Так, иду. На поиски книги пошли. Да блин, я хотела их подстрелить, ну ладно. Вон дочь пошел. Интересно. Сейчас буду током биться.
When stuck on a deserted island, rain is a precious source of drinking water. There's no need for it now, though.
А, там эти, что ли? Монстрики. Окей. Блин,
Just a little
я
light.
забыла, что это
No
грозно.
need to fear it on the open ocean.
А чё по
but
ним-то
even
не
less
бьет?
need to
Какого
fear it on
чёрта?
dry land.
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
Ну это глупо, конечно. Все опять. Зато пар такой. Фига себе, дочь мощный. Так, мясо. А, вот.
It's further than I thought. Quite the intrepid explorer, our little thief.
Да ты
Maybe he's
серьезно?
hiding the turtle back inside his shell.
А оказалось, что обычный человек украл или ребенок. О! Надо достать ее. Иди сюда. У меня FNAF это часть, вот эта, вот, которая последняя самая выходила. Это где в кафешке, там, блин, бегаешь, там за ребенка играешь, блин. Там новые аниматроники, крокодил это такой, блин. Кто-то еще там был. Зайка какая-то, блин. И где? чуть не вижу, я слепая, походу. Ну-ка. Ира, почитай сверху, что я написал. Ну я же прошел на телефоне 5 частей, просто до 5 части 6, 7, 8, 9. Нет, на телефоне я прошел 5 частей на телефоне. Первая часть заняла 3 дня, вторая часть заняла 9 дней. Третья часть за 2 дня прошел. Я что-то проверил. Всё. Я что-то поверил в себя. А я долго их проходила. Я, блин, какую-то не прошла часть. Во. Я забыла, какую.
It must be nearby. Using elemental sight, you can even detect magic. Follow the flow of magic to find the book.
Ну, блядь. Окей. Иду. Куда, сюда, что ли?
The thief lives inside ruins? Mondstadt people do have some strange quirks.
Please do not jump to such a preposterous conclusion about the living habits of Mondstadt's residents. This seems far more likely to be the work of some none too friendly troublemakers. It's not unlike them, in the sense that they are known for darting around amongst underground ruins. But adventurers do not typically take others' belongings. Well, not from the living, anyway. This is more likely to be the Abyss Order's doing. They do seem to have a way of slipping in and out of places like ghosts, after all. Also, there's an elemental seal at the entrance. It looks like the result of an Abyss mage's magic.
A seal?
Ну, понятное дело.
How are we gonna break it? Is this gonna turn into another huge ordeal?
Not to worry. If you think a little magic can keep me out, think again.
Why is that?
Да ладно, я могла и сама это сделать.
Come on.
Whoa! So this is what Lisa's like when she's hard at work.
Так, и последний ФНАФ, зайка, это Ванесса. Это я знаю, да, что это Ванесса. Ребенок Грегори. Так, название его... крокодил это Монти. Чика, ну Чика стандартно остается Чикой. Фокси это Рокси. Фокси теперь Рокси, господи. Я нашел в интернете FNAF 6 и на телефоне указывается. У меня после твоего стрима качается, и я пойду играть и пугаться. Ха! Ну... Мне бы попугаться пойти. Так, у меня все нормально здесь, да? У меня стандартный отряд. Я его не меняю. Привет, спасибо, что зашел на стрим.
It's so much bigger in here than Pirate's
Опять за Лиску играть.
Do we really have to go all the way inside?
If you borrow a book, you have to return it. There will be no exceptions.
Ну, блядь. Ой, блин. Не знаю, как по силе она мне не очень, как бы, Лиза. Ну, как бы за нее... Она красивый персонаж, но по силе она не то, что мне надо. Так. Я так понимаю, я сейчас порхать тут бабочка как должна, да? ты. А то мы не долетим. Да-да-да, сейчас сундук открою и пойдем дальше, получается. Ох, господи, что нам преподносит Геншин интересное. Да ты. Тихо. Ёх ты, мох ты, карапух ты, блин. Как это страшно сейчас было. Не обязательно только за Лизу играть. Не, я знаю, что не обязательно только за нее играть. Ну, пока нету ничего, ни битвы никакой, я за нее поиграю. Это не тот персонаж, за которого я так часто играю, поэтому пусть хоть тут я ее использую. Я просто говорю, что типа Лиза мне не впечатлила, что она как сильный какой-то персонаж. Я бы не сказала. Ну, может, если прокачать ее, может быть нормально. Но не факт. Я в этом не уверена. Мне просто не нравятся персонажи, которые именно книгой сражаются. Господи. Которые книгу используют. Опять? А чё? Ага. Все равно сейчас Лиза понадобится, ой, я вижу. Хочешь сражаться придется, нет? Да. Ну ладно, сразимся за ним. Против слаймов еще, ладно. Давай. Да чего ты? Нормально делай. Так. Тарататира. Куда? Ух ты. Ух ты. Какие. Сейчас током буду друг друга бить. Ладно, где моя Бейдоу? Да, блядь, промахнулась. Да, тихо. Да, дайте Лизу. Да, дай ты мне. Да, подойди ты поближе, Лиза, блин. У тебя радиус захвата, это капец какой-то. Так. Ой, ладно. Давай. Так, игра сама по себе легкая, если честно. Ну, с прокачанными персонажами, может быть, она так и есть. Ах, ты сволочь, какая появилась. О, да ты... Давай, Юм. А, я только сейчас увидел, что таймер стоит. Пошли вон! Я его убью. Моя новая аватарка видно? Да вы разговаривать умеете. Ничего себе, вы разговаривать умеете.
But I do want my book back. Tell me, how is it that you have the time to conceal your stronghold and apply a magic seal, but not to sign out a library book in the proper manner? You have no respect whatsoever for other people's work.
You just want the book? I was unaware that anyone in Mondstadt was concerned with unearthing the secret hidden inside this book.
Его так штырит,
Who
капец.
are you?
The librarian, although I believe that should be quite clear already. Return the book. This is an ultimatum.
Since you insist on concealing your identity, I have all the less reason to give you that book.
Ударьте его током и все.
It contains the secret. Huh? What are you doing? Such concentrated elemental power! Please don't!
Ой, фу, как он противно орет, блин, фу, ужас, что это сейчас было? Ирка, как тебе моя новая аватарка? Ты зараза. Ты Делюка поставил, моего милаху поставил. Ой, ты какой. О, Инферно, привет, спасибо, что зашел. Я не знаю, какой у меня уже должен быть. У меня пока висит как 25-й, но там уже по-любому повысился до 28-й. Просто у меня пока нету. Херня там не высвечивается, что у меня там 28-й или что какой-то. Было как страшно.
Naughty boys who don't do what they're told need a little punishment to keep them in line. This is why I call it troublesome work. We'll just need to find the book ourselves. It should be around here somewhere.
Тортик онлайн, спасибо, что зашел на стрим. Я Делюка не люблю, если честно. Ну, у каждого свои вкусы. Мне Делюк нравится. Стой! Так.
It's the pale princess and the six pygmies. Paimon remembers that name.
Paimon, дай мои
Is this the one
деньги.
you were looking
Дай
for?
мор.
That's the one. It's a good thing it isn't damaged. Otherwise...
Otherwise what? Are you telling me you have even more crazy punishments up your sleeve?
I would have probably have needed to dish out a little taste of one of my potions in that case. Then again, as I said, it isn't from the restricted section, which is the only reason I would let the average citizen borrow it in the first place. And it doesn't appear to have any abnormal elemental properties, save for the markings I put on it.
Yeah, it seems like just an average storybook.
As far as my duties as a librarian go, my troublesome work is finished. Since this book has piqued your interest, why don't I let you borrow it? There's no time limit for you. I will register you as custodian rather than borrower. This is an exclusive privilege reserved for trusted citizens only.
Exclusive privilege? Why does Paimon feel this is just your sneaky way of offloading your troublesome work onto someone else?
Excuse me, are you in some way dissatisfied with my work? Good, you're amenable to reason then. I do wish I could keep you by my side
Нет,
as
ищи
my
себе другого
personal
помощника.
assistant. My work here is done. I'm going back. Don't forget to register at the library when you have a spare moment.
Что, дай мои элементы. Так, пошли отсюда. Тортик онлайн, я вроде тебе говорила. Привет, спасибо, что зашел. Кстати, у меня есть Делюк, он у меня самый прокачанный. А ты зараза, Форекс! Ну специально мне на душу давишь. Так. Опа. Так.
Huh. Where have you been hiding?
Так, не ударь меня. У вас у всех такие, ну, как ко мне не зайдут, у всех такие высокие ранги. У меня вопрос, ребят. Что вы на этих рангах делаете? Ну, вы проходите что-то дальше по Геншину или нет? Да я не с тобой хотела поговорить, нафиг ты мне сдался?
You've returned. The paperwork is done. You are now the custodian of this book.
Шапка Хутао, привет, спасибо, что зашел на стрим.
But Paimon thinks we're forgetting something.
You are a voracious one, aren't you?
Я очень ненасытная, моя награда
Over
где?
there on the shelf. Isn't that the Tavat travel guide? And look how many copies there are.
The Tavat Travel Guide is a serial publication. It is not part of the library's formal collection.
Oh.
Take one. Consider it your compensation for being Lisa's little helper today. With you by my side, my troublesome work was a little less dull than usual.
The Tavat travel guide was just bait to get us to do a day's work.
I hadn't anticipated that a few routine returns inquiries would take us out of the city, let alone down into some underground ruins. As compensation for dragging you into all this bother, take these souvenirs.
Какие сувениры?
Wow, Lisa went and bought us some special souvenirs.
In fact, they were intended for our next outing. But, never mind. We can discuss next time's activity when the time comes. I hope you are looking forward to it.
Я только сейчас увидела, какие чулки красивые у Лизы. Ой, что, где? Это я уже не первый раз читаю. Привет, спасибо, что... Привет, спасибо, что зашел на стрим. Интересно у вас ники, ребятки. Что там такое? Тара-та-тара-та. Так. Что у меня вообще по заданиям? Блин, это что, рутинная работа? Да, у меня только 26-го. Вот зараза, блин. Ну, понятно, это стандартно. Так. Легенда о полуночном герое. Ну, пошли. Расспросите людей на площади. Не без разницы, кого расспрашивать.
You want to find out about the Dark Knight hero?
Да.
Look no further. It's me. I am the Dark Knight hero.
Да, будем выполнять ваши поручения. Будем. Дайте я и пройду эту. Я так хочу это пройти.
You're right, I'm not. I was joking.
Дурная, блин.
Jokes aside, I do think that the Dark Knight hero and I have one thing in common.
Что у тебя может быть с ним общего?
It's the way he sticks to his principles. Coming out here night after night, fighting for justice, keeping Mondstadt safe.
Wow, so you're a nocturnal vigilante too?
No, I just mean he must be seriously rich.
Why is that?
Январк, привет, спасибо, что зашел.
People only start worrying about spiritual fulfillment once they have enough material wealth. It's the same in every hero story, isn't it? No, it's nothing like that. I just have too much time on my hands these days.
Same difference. You are the boss of the Cat's Tail after all.
You ask the guards at the city gate. They do night shifts all the time.
Вот
They
как
must know
значит
something.
казнь, да, за выполнение поручений. Фига ты. Ладно, ладно, выполню я их, только давай это спокойно. Городскую стражу? Да ради бога. Все равно надо
Do you want to
его
know about
спросить.
him? In fact, I'm one of the few who has seen him with my own 2 eyes.
Great! This is the guy we need to talk to. So, just who is the Dark Knight hero?
Whoa, slow down. Let me start from the beginning. Well, I was patrolling one night when suddenly I heard something. I rushed over to check it out. I saw a gang of suspicious-looking fellows who looked like they were up to no good. So I quickly hid.
Hid? You're supposed to be a guard.
That was when he appeared. He was dressed in black from head to toe, perfectly hidden in the night. The way he crept up on those bad guys must have felt like a living nightmare.
Черный плащ, блин.
Guess
Я
what I did
ужас,
next?
летящий на крыльях ночи. Так,
I would probably have just gotten in the way as far as the Dark Knight hero is concerned. So instead, I headed to the Knights of Favonius's residence. Correct. I thought surely someone with such a strong sense of justice and who voluntarily protects Mondstadt is exactly the kind of person you'd find in the Knights of Favonius. But it seems I was wrong.
кто ко
I
мне
checked
просится?
everywhere, and there were no signs of anyone having left the building.
So you're saying whoever it is can't be from the Knights of Avonius after all?
Yes. But I just can't understand. Why would someone like that not want to join the Knights? I'm sure they would warmly welcome someone of his abilities.
So, the point you're trying to make is you don't know who the Dark Knight hero is either?
Hey, don't be like that. At least by talking to me, you've ruled out a few more people. Anyway, try asking at the flower shop. I heard a girl there's been talking about the time you rescued her.
Так. Обеспокоенную девушку. Ну, где эта обеспокоенная девица? Вот это что ли?
What's wrong with me? Why can't I get him out of my mind?
Hello? We'd like to ask you about the Dark Knight hero.
My hero? Oh, sorry. Just hearing his name gets me lost in thought. Hang on, how did you know who I was talking about? Is it that obvious? Oh no, what am I going to do if Master D-Luke ever finds out?
Huh? What's D-Luke got to do with this?
Well, guess I might as well spill the beans then. I used to think Diluc was the one for me. But ever since the time I was rescued by the Dark Knight hero, I just don't know anymore.
Wowee! You saw the Dark Knight hero? For real? What's he like?
It all happened so fast. I was so scared. All I remember is seeing a flash of fire. But I felt safe. I only saw his silhouette, but it felt so familiar. Who knows? Now that you mention it, a pyrovision does seem like a good explanation. It lit up the whole area in an instant. I remember that very well.
Okay then. Well, thanks for the intel, Donna. See you around. So, based on what we know so far, all we need to do is find
Макс,
a
привет,
wealthy,
спасибо, что зашел.
vision-wielding vigilante who's not one of the knights. Nope, still no idea. But we already asked so many people. Guess we gotta see for ourselves. Let's take a look around the city at nighttime. If we're lucky, we just might bump into him.
Ну, давай в беду попадем, и все, и полуночный герой появится.
Let's stick around Mondstadt. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll meet the Dark Knight hero.
Да-да-да, я девушка, которая просто гуляет по Mondstadt. Нормально. Ой, тихо. Да-да-да, я прекрасная леди, которая гуляет по городу. Там аватарками все опять балуетесь. Мы вроде не гуляли, мы вроде бегали. Дилюк! Красавец этот появился. Самый красивый здесь.
The Dark Knight hero is Master Diluc?
Дилюк, привет.
After managing to steer clear of the guards' patrol route, I never anticipated I'd run into you instead. Dark Knight hero? Sounds awfully derivative to me.
Да это
Please
не
tell
я
me you didn't
придумала,
come up
не
with
гони
that.
на меня.
How is this the first you've heard of the name? Every man and his dog in Mondstadt is yapping about the Dark Knight hero.
I do not concern myself with idle chatter. Though, I suppose I may take the idleness of others as a sign that peace prevails.
Huzzah! The great mystery of the Dark Knight hero of Mondstadt. We solved it. Now then, Mr. Dark Knight hero.
Please stop calling me that. Seriously, it makes me uncomfortable.
Not surprised. It's the stupidest superhero name Paimon's ever heard. You should come up with something more original. Like,
Ну,
Captain Pie.
Pie?
что? Что?
Captain Pyro! Tell us, Captain Pyro, what happened here today?
Что случилось? Дилюк, ты что загрустил? Что случилось?
It was the Abyss Order.
Them again?
I don't know what the devil they're plotting this time. It seems they're performing some initial reconnaissance. Considering that I've proven myself to be one step ahead of them on countless occasions, their persistence is unusual.
Как же я хочу, чтобы мне, блин, в будущем Дилюк выпал. Я прямо вообще просто, я прям буду от радости просто плакать.
I assume so, unless you're aware of any other Dark Knight heroes around these parts.
Тебе
The
же не
Knights
нравится
are,
это
for the
прозвище.
most part, an utterly incompetent bunch. I cannot trust them to take this matter over. That's not my point. I'm not doing this to impress anyone.
Ой, похвалить уже
Well,
нельзя, видишь,
I
какой?
hope this conversation has been of service to you. Because I would like to ask for a favor in return.
Oh? What is it, Master D-Luke? Your wish is our command!
You must keep my identity a
Хорошо,
secret.
хорошо, я буду
Above all,
молчать.
it is crucial that you do not let the Knights of Favonius know I am connected to any of this.
Так, что происходит?
What's that sound? Yikes! Have the Abyss Order sent backup already?
They appear to just be small-timers. You should have no trouble dealing with them. I cannot afford delays on account of a few lackeys. I shall have to let you take care of them. Remember, don't tell a soul.
Да нехорошо, я никому не скажу, мой хорошенький.
Hey, you're just gonna leave us like this?
Давай. Мочим их.
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite.
Давай, мочи их.
Leave it up to me.
I'll catch up.
Где? Да вы... Паразит. Кто там? А, рыцари.
Greetings. I thought I heard something, so I came to check it out. Did you see anything out of the ordinary?
Nope. Nuh-uh. Not here. Nothing. Zilch. Unless you're looking for the Dark Knight hero, in which case...
The Dark Knight hero? You saw him?
Oh, the Dark Knight hero is, her.
Чего? Что? Пойман, блин.
You! The hero who safeguards Mondstadt from the shadows. On behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I thank you for your service to the city.
Ой, блин.
It's nothing. Really, you're too kind.
Зачем ты это
Wait
сказала,
a second.
Пайман?
Aren't you the traveler that just arrived in the city? Rumors were circulating about the Dark Knight hero long before you ever arrived here.
Oh,
Ой, Пайман.
Why would you lie to me about that? Never mind. You don't seem like bad folks. But I do hope you will visit the Knights of
банка,
Favonius
блин.
soon, where we can discuss the Dark Knight hero situation in more detail. You know, some things are best not discussed in public. Duty calls. I must be going. Stay safe, traveler.
Да нет, у тебя вроде такая же осталась аватарка.
seems like Huffman has something he really wants to say to you about the Dark Knight hero. Better head over to the Knights of Favonius and see if you can find him.
Или я не... Привет, спасибо, что зашла. Это... А ты кого поставил-то на аватарку? Я чуть не понимаю. Я вижу только лицо какое-то.
Huffman!
Oh, it's you two. Thank you for coming. So, the Dark Knight hero. Do you have anything else you're able to share with me? Ah, yes, of course I should fill you in first. Apologies for my appalling lapse of etiquette. The situation is... Here, take a look at this.
Jeez, what horrible handwriting.
Господи.
Let me take a closer look. Huh? Some parts of this seem to be complete gibberish.
Indeed. Although this is written in the common tongue, it appears that a cipher has been used in many places.
Вован,
Nevertheless,
привет, спасибо,
one
что
can
зашел.
grasp the general
Спасибо за
message from the
пожелание.
non-ciphered portions alone. This is a war declaration from the Abyss Order to the Dark Knight hero.
Does that mean the bad guys want the Dark Knight hero to go away forever and ever?
Something like that. Thus, we are hoping to contact him as soon as possible so that we can attempt to coordinate a response. After all, this matter no longer concerns merely the Dark Knight hero himself. It impacts the entire city of Mondstadt. If you find out anything at all, come and find me.
Ух ты,
A war declaration.
куда это мне? Ну, окей.
And sent by the Abyss Order. Oh, this is not good news at all for Master Diluc. Quick, we should go tell him right away.
Я что-то сама перефигела немножко, что Рому там копируют. Форексе заняться нечем. Дилюк, здорово.
Master Diluc, just now we were at the Knights of Avonius and
Не
I
кричите
take
так,
it you're about to
услышите.
inform me of the war declaration from the Abyss Order. I'm aware of it. Though I appreciate you for taking the trouble to come all this way.
what?
The Dawn Winery's intelligence network extends beyond commercial matters.
Great. So, what's the plan, Master Diluc?
I'm open to suggestions. No. That would be playing right into the hands of the Abyss Order. They know full well that we don't exactly see eye to eye. They're using this as a means to force me into making an appearance. If my identity were exposed, all my future activities would be subject to some degree of interference from the Knights. After all, no powerful organization wishes to be outdone by someone from the outside.
Woo! The Abyss Order has really dealt you a tough hand this time. What a sneaky little bunch those guys are.
There is a way. But for it to work, I need some more information. Specifically, I need to decipher the obscured portions of the Abyss Order's war declaration.
Obscured portions? You mean the bits Paimon can't read?
It must be a cipher only understood by members of the Abyss Order, used to spread messages within the organization. It's not simply a war declaration, but also a notification to their own. When you take a stand that makes you a hero to one party, you also become a villain to the other. And since I've been the Abyss Order's enemy for so long, they've made me the target around which they can rally their troops and unite their strength.
Wow. Seems like it takes a lot of brains to be a superhero, huh?
I understand my enemy well, is all. As the saying goes, heroes and villains are two sides of the same coin.
So what are we gonna do about the intel that's written in gibberish then? How do we un-gibberishify it?
Simple. When you don't understand something, you ask. I've already tracked down one of their strongholds. If you're interested, feel free to come along.
Окей. Дилюк. Вообще. Я кайфую от него просто.
Rain is a precious source of drinking water. There's no need for it now, though.
Нифига, как далеко идти. Где? Да блин. Во.
This is the place. Abandoned ruins like these are precisely the kind of place the Abyss Order likes to camp out. Come on. There's no time to lose.
Ну окей, хорошо. Сейчас пойдем.
This is the place. Abandoned
Да,
ruins.
всё.
Come on.
Да все, я понял. Так. Одиночный режим. Что? А, ну у меня все, есть у меня огонь, да. Есть у меня огонь. Мы за Делюка можем поиграть. Какая прелесть. Так. Давай. Да тихо. Ой, красавец мой. Обожаю его просто. О, теперь аватарка видно. Юль, привет, спасибо, что зашла. Вот так вот вам просто. Подчистую все снес их. Ой, блин. Нифига. Вот это я не ожидала немного. Давай. Счастья у меня столько, я не могу, я за Делюка играю. Да блин, слезь с этой. Зачем ты залез на нее? Я просто разбить хотела. Геймбар, привет, спасибо, что зашел на стрим. Собирай все. А, я могу это сломать? Да, конечно. Да блин. Зачем ты потратил? Ну зачем? Блин. 25-й, но там уже, наверное, 28-й, если не на 27-й, я вообще не знаю. Вообще-то 25-й как висит еще. Давай. Ну, как вы, гады, задрали. Сюда? Здравствуйте. Персик, привет, спасибо, что зашел. Фух, все.
How did you find me here, Favonian scum?
I am no knight of Favonius. Now start talking. Your plan, what is it?
I see you received our letter. But if you think I'm going to let you in on our secrets, I'm afraid you're quite mistaken.
You appear to have misunderstood the situation you're in.
Did you just use a pyro vision to shoot
Бомбик, привет, спасибо, что зашел.
It burns!
Let's see how long it takes for you to crack.
Stop! Stop! Please! Pain! I beg you! Make it stop!
Может, попробуем?
I'll talk. I'll talk.
Фрог, привет, спасибо, что зашел.
Please stop! I'll tell you everything. The Abyss Order. We've amassed a force bound by a shared hatred for the Dark Knight hero. They will march on the Mondstadt city gates at 10 p.m.
Он может
tomorrow
обмануть, как бы.
night. That's everything I know. Please, don't make me suffer those flames again.
That's it? Well, I doubt you'd be foolish enough to keep anything else hidden.
Так. Ого, удачного стрима, 10 жалобами. Да, спасибо. Ну все, типа я все забрала. Теперь можем идти отсюда.
Now that I have the information I need, I must prepare. I would be grateful if you could keep me updated on how the Knights of Favonius respond to this matter.
Yes, Master Diluc, sir. Anything you say, Master Diluc, sir.
Why are you acting so strange all of a sudden?
In light of what just went down here a moment ago, Master Diluc has officially reached #1 on Paimon's people not to tick off under any circumstances list.
Так. Теперь идем обратно в город. Ну да, Ром, я с тобой согласна, как бы, что... Юля, у тебя он сознание потерял от пыток? Какая ты?
If we do not make contact with the Dark Knight hero soon... Ah, it's you two. I must admit, this issue of the Dark Knight hero
Хорошо,
is proving
привет,
to be
спасибо, что
something of a
зашел на
headache.
стрим.
We've just held a meeting to decide on an appropriate course of action. Can you guess what it is? No, that would send a signal that the Knights are in favor of the Dark Knight's hero's continued presence in our city, which we are not. Encouraging this kind of individual heroism undermines the Knights' authority.
Oh, well, what's the plan then?
Find out the Dark Knight hero's true identity and offer him our protection.
Protection? He seems to be doing just fine without your protection
Вот
so
именно.
far, you know.
Well, since you've aided the Knights in the past, I might as well just tell you. The offer of protection is just a ruse in order for the Knights of Favonius to take over full and exclusive responsibility for this matter.
You aren't gonna let the Dark Knight hero be all heroic and stuff? Why not?
Firstly, to show the might of the Knights of Favonius, to prove to the people that without the Dark Knight hero, they can still rely on the Knights to maintain peace and harmony. Secondly, the Abyss Order have no mercy in their hearts. if anything happened to the Dark Knight hero, it would only serve to further their nefarious ambitions.
Gosh, Paimon never knew the life of a knight involved so much untold anguish before.
But none of this will work if we don't establish the Dark Knight hero's true identity in time.
There's no need to despair, Huffman.
Окей.
Just follow my plan, and everything will be fine.
Ah, Captain Kaya.
Lately, Master Diluc has been working the bar at the Angel's Share every night. All I need you to do is keep him in your sight. Think you can manage that for me?
Yes, Captain Kaya. But does that mean that Master Diluc is the Dark Knight hero?
Who knows? It's just a hunch. I've been known to be wrong on occasion.
Привет, можно с тобой в Геншин? Крутая, крутая телка, привет, спасибо, что зашла на стрим. Я сейчас прохожу сюжетку, поэтому никак. У меня потом отдельный стрим будет с этими, с подписчиками. Все, помолчи, Паймон. Надо в этот вернуться.
We need to get to the winery and tell Master Diluc as soon as privately possible.
Ой, Кея, блин, по-любому давно знал, что это Дилюк, полуночный герой. Я пацан. Ну, я ничего не это, как его. Я просто ник увидела, и поэтому и сказала, что типа здорово. Вы сейчас это мне напоминаете некоторые, вот это аниме, блин, книга для начинающих с нуля, блин, там пацан был вот этот с желтыми волосами, оказалось, это девка, блин. Не знаю, почему я сразу это аниме вспоминаю.
I should have known he would see this as the perfect opportunity to get back at me.
Sounds like there's a bit of bad blood between you guys then.
I shan't get into that now. More importantly, the Knights of Favonius are responding more or less as I had anticipated. All we need to do now is think of a counter plan. Patience. Let me think for a moment.
Ну, думай.
If they intend to monitor me, then so be it. We can use this to create the perfect alibi.
What's an alabla? An alibi?
If you want to find out, maybe you can do me a small favor first.
Oh, come on! Why do you love cliffhangers so much?
Стрим подписывайтесь на мою группу ВКонтакте, ссылочка в описании под стримом. Вот, там я выложу, обязательно предупрежу, когда я буду играть с подписчиками. Я, в принципе, уже не первый этот стрим говорю, что типа, какой, я там выкладываю все, и как бы, если что, я как бы без ведома вас не оставлю об этом. Поэтому подписывайтесь и следите за новостями в группе. Так, это вы о своем. Ладно, дальше.
In Mondstadt, mist flowers are most commonly found in a region just northwest of the winery. If you could gather some for me, I'd be most grateful. I will make other preparations here in the meantime.
Кот, привет, спасибо, что зашел на стрим. Привет, как давно играешь в Геншин? Блин, как сказать? Я в июле, как бы еще в том месяце, начала в Геншин играть. И то я только стримлю Геншин. Да блин, а что ты до этого не показывал? А да, я просто на кнопку не нажала. Игра меня очень затянула, она мне очень нравится, прям очень. Кстати, Рома, у меня тот же вопрос. Ты знал, что по габаритам пройдет эта картина? Ты правда знал, что ли?
Ah, you're back. Allow me to introduce the winery's master brewer.
So many mist flowers. Great! I can't wait to see how this turns out.
So, are you certain the equipment can withstand this level of purity?
Oh my goodness! The winery owner himself is addressing me directly. Don't worry, sir. It is always my honor to serve you, even if it means risking my life.
Huh? What's so life-threatening about this?
Please, excuse me. I must get to work.
What's he gonna do with a bunch of mist flowers?
Long story short, a few days ago, the winery was experimenting with some new flavors. They wanted to see if mist flower can truly add a crisp and refreshing taste. Sure enough, they discovered that the flower's extract is truly potent.
So the new batch is selling like hotcakes?
No, not potent in terms of attracting customers, but slimes. Slimes need to extract elemental energy to survive. For them, this substance is simply irresistible. So I thought to myself, I wonder how much trouble I could cause now that I know this.
Господи, что происходит?
What was that noise?
Oh, cold. So cold.
Connor.
Oh, Master D-Luke. Purification complete, sir. But the equipment is...
Marvelous work. Don't fret about the equipment. I shall have my butler order more immediately.
Marvelous. Jolly-ho. Spiffing. Somebody fetch the butler. Paimon never knew you had to be so well-spoken to get a job in the alcohol industry.
This is what I was talking about. Mist flower extract. Or, for our purposes, elemental bait.
Wow. It really has a strong elemental whiff. Can we test it out?
Sprinkle a little on the ground over there. Careful, just a small amount.
Тихо, 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 тихо.
And then... that's it? How long does it take before...
Ну-ка.
Holy moly, it really does attract slimes! And even more than we expected.
It appears the potency is greater than anticipated. We better get rid of them before they wreak havoc on the manor.
Найдите камни, сладенькие мои.
Freeze!
Ну ты...
Dodge this!
Ах ты ж, зараза. У этого иммунитет, ёлки-палки. Ну, значит... Да блин, у него же иммунитет. Вот зачем я ее взяла? Все. Все, отпусти. Так. Что? Ага.
Such a powerful effect from such a small amount of extract.
Привет, спасибо, что зашел на стрим.
Go picking wildflowers for nothing. All right. So can you tell us what your plan is now, Master D-Luke?
Yes. The plan is... And so, I expect it to all go down without a hitch.
Are you sure it will work? You're the only person in the plan.
I have persevered alone from the start. Now, I alone must face what lies ahead.
Well, if you already made up your mind. But until that moment comes, we can still help you out where we can. Isn't that right?
I am indeed indebted to you. I shall see you at
Вот
the
если
tavern,
ты у меня в долгу,
as per
то
the plan.
выпади мне в баннере, пожалуйста.
Let's wait until evening to meet Master D-Luke at the tavern.
Сергей, привет, спасибо, что зашел на стрим.
you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Я сказала привет, спасибо, что зашел. Я, если что, русская. Можно было догадаться по стриму, что тут русский человек стримит. Так, иду в таверну. Угостите меня вином. А, дождитесь. Ну ладно, ладно, дождусь. Сколько, блин, было, я забыла. 7 часов, по-моему. Зачем ты сюда зашла? 7 часов, по-моему, было сейчас. Ну так нормально. Да мне плевать, я хочу быть английским. Это твои проблемы.
Greetings, Mr. Hoffman of the Knights of Favonius. To what do I owe the pleasure at this hour?
Oh, nothing. I'm merely procrastinating. I thought I might indulge myself with a beverage or two. Ah, traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Oh, we were in the mood for an evening stroll.
What would you like to drink?
I'll have a dandelion wine, I suppose.
Ooh, Paimon wants apple juice.
Ну что ты ему глазки строишь?
But Paimon forgot to bring her coin pouch. Do you have any more on you?
Apologies. We do not give credit here.
Well, in
Ну,
that
блин,
case,
жалко.
let this be my treat.
Какой у тебя вопрос, Герман? Задавай. Кстати, спасибо, что зашел на стрим.
We'll be back in a jiffy.
Can't give up.
Короче, Форекс и те все люди зеленые, кто телком.
Husband showed up just as expected. Okay, remember the plan?
Форекс,
Go
тебе
to the
заняться
city's
нечем.
side gate and place the elemental bait.
Вы, по-моему, хуйней какой-то занимаетесь, блин, честное слово даже.
Whoa! You used all of it! This is gonna be pretty epic.
Что есть особенно в Геншине, чего нет в других шутерах и экшенах?
Quick, let's get to the tavern before anyone spots us.
Captain Kaya is no doubt a formidable knight, but he also brings us more than his share of hassle. No, this isn't right. I should not be talking about my superior in such a manner. If he were to overhear me...
We're back! Is my apple juice ready?
One moment.
Mr. Huffman! Mr. Huffman! A situation at the side gate! Everyone to the side gate!
What is it? What happened?
It's... slimes, Mr. Huffman.
Slimes. You see them all the time. What's the big panic?
We do, but... Sir, there
О,
are
Мас,
more
привет, спасибо,
slimes
что
out
зашел
there
на стрим.
now than all the slimes I've seen in my life added together.
Whoa!
Surely this couldn't be the Abyss Order's secret weapon. But
Ну,
I
в
have another matter to
Геншине...
attend to here.
Геншин особенно тем, что у
matter
нее
of your
сюжет
dandelion
интересный.
No,
Персонажи те же.
That's not what I meant.
Ну, как бы, игра
So
хорошая.
this is how the Knights of
Но у нее
Favonius
один минус, то,
conduct
что
themselves in
приходится
a
постоянно
crisis.
ранги повышать,
The
чтобы
Abyss
пройти на
Order is
следующий
encroaching on
уровень.
the city gates,
Ну, то есть по
and your
сюжетке. Ну, в
response is to
принципе,
sit here
я бы не сказала, что это
drinking
прям такой
wine?
большой
Like
минус.
I've always said,
Ранг
the
можно
Knights are not to be
поднять,
trusted.
но игра интересна своим сюжетом. И то, что, блин, люди играют в нее ради того, чтобы выпал персонаж, это уже точно так же, как купить, сходить киндер-сюрприз, вот как эти были Винкс. Все очень хотели там, допустим, чтобы такая-то персонажка выпала, все, короче. Я не знаю, как еще объяснить. Но мне игра приятна сюжетом своим.
Keep your voice down. I presume you know what this is about. Please watch Diluc for me. Do not let him leave under any circumstances. I must head to the side gate, but I'll be back shortly. I'm counting on you.
Good. That's him out of the way.
Everything's going according to plan.
I must get going too. I won't have a second to spare if I'm to be back in time.
Да блин, я не специально. Отстань, пока. Я не загляну к тебе. Видишь, блин, что захотел. И добавил свои поправки. Добавил поправки. Но я сказала, Геншин мне нравится своим сюжетом и персонажами. И все. Нифига себе.
There you are.
Да, я тоже его терпеть уже не могу, он заколебал меня. Давай, Дилюк. Мы за Дилюка снова играем. Да-да-да. Да-да-да. Блин. Ах ты! Ах вы сволочи! Да вы заколебали! А, какой он офигенный просто, я не могу. Ну все. Все.
Classic Master Diluc. Not a baddie left standing.
Nothing more than a few hilly churls. No time to chat. I don't know how long those slimes will keep Huffman occupied. Best get back to the tavern.
Я так скажу. Я такое на стриме не приветствую, и мне все равно. Зачем это сейчас вот на стриме писать, если вообще не об этом тема о игре? Я сейчас, у меня игровой стрим. Ты пишешь сейчас, извини, пожалуйста, фигню на стриме. Зачем это вот другим знать? Это никому не интересно. Честное слово, ну зачем ты это пишешь на стриме? Всем похуй вообще, чем ты там интересуешься? Стрим идет о Геншине. Так будь добр, пожалуйста. Молча хотя бы смотреть стрим и не писать, какая у тебя там религия. Вообще всем похуй, как бы. Извините, пожалуйста, меня бомбит уже от тех. Вот вам если заняться нечем, то, пожалуйста, не надо такое на стриме писать. Что, блядь, за пиздец-то происходит? Я не знаю, блядь. Извиняюсь, пожалуйста. Я просто бомбит, я не понимаю людей таких.
It seems Huffman hasn't yet returned. We made it in time.
The situation is sorted now. I never expected that the Abyss Order's army would turn out to be nothing more than a few slimes.
That is a surprise. Perhaps the Knight's true calling is to be slime exterminators. Who knows? Domestic pest control may turn out to be a more valuable use of your resources.
Master Diluc, please, have you no respect at all? How come you're sweating so much? You didn't leave, did you?
Ой, господи. Ладно, все, забыли. Так.
Is it? But if that's the case, why are you also out of breath?
Uh-oh, Huffman is getting suspicious.
Excuse me, sir. Might I be so bold as to inquire? Did you see Master Diluc, I mean, today's bartender, did you see him leave just now?
Yikes, he's asking other customers. We're done for.
Master Diluc? Why, no. He's been behind the bar this entire time.
I see.
Mr. Huffman, your dandelion wine. You ought to get back after this. Send my regards to the rest of the Knights.
Oh, never mind. I must be going. I should report back. Here, take this as a token of my esteem. How odd.
Whew, that was too close. Paimon was sure we were toast.
I foresaw this eventuality. So, all the guests here tonight, save you two, are my own people from the Dawn Winery.
They're all in on it?
Not all of them. Or should I say, not all of us.
Kaya, where did you come from?
I just picked a good spot to quietly sit and watch the show.
What? You've been here this whole time?
Correct. The Dark Knight Hero's Alibi.
Рома, вот твой любимчик.
I think it's my favorite chapter so far. More intriguing than a fine wine.
So, you plan to report everything to the Knights of Favonius?
Come now, Diluc. You know me better than that. I have no interest in exposing secrets. I was just curious to see how far Mondstadt's Dark Knight hero would really go. And you did not disappoint.
I have nothing to prove to you.
Oh, naturally.
Ну не
I
ругайтесь.
must say,
Начинается,
though,
блин.
one thing I didn't see coming is that the mighty Dark Knight hero would actually need help from other people.
Sorry, we're closing. Please see yourselves out.
All right, all right. I have no further need of wine to entertain myself tonight in any case. Just one last thing before I go.
It had better be the very last thing.
I feel strangely comforted by the fact you now have an assistant, Diluc. I hope you all have a wonderful night.
What was all that about?
Ой. Конфликты. Конфликты.
Don't mind him. Thank you for all your help with this matter. This is a token of my gratitude.
Wow! Thanks, Master Diluc.
I'm in the habit of working alone. But I did enjoy having your assistance this time. In the future, if there's anything you ever need, you can come to me for help.
Так, задание выполнено.
Whew! What a hot day. It sure feels like summer now. A glass of ice-cold fruit juice would be the perfect thing thing to cool down with. Just saying.
Дай выйду.
Oh, Paimon has a hunch that today will be the day. If we leave right now, maybe we'll get there in time. Shall we get going?
Так, задание. Посмотрим, что у нас еще. Так, тут требуется 28, и это понятно. Окей, сейчас сходим туда.
Ham, where do you think you're going? We need to get back right away.
There's no need for it now, though.
У Лин какие-то проблемы. Форекс, ты меня инфаркт хочешь, чтобы я заработала? И потом лежала в больнице и не стримила?
Good day to you both. It's been quite a long time. You're looking well as ever.
Hi, Adeline.
To what do we owe the honor today? Important business to discuss with Master Diluc, I presume?
That's right. Adeline, since we've run into you, maybe we could just get you to help us with this one. We always miss the winery's discount grape juice, so this time we decided to come here early. Can you reserve a bottle for us? We'll pay a deposit, just name the price.
Of course I can, and no deposit necessary. But I'm afraid you might be in for quite a wait. Dawn Winery's discount grape juice takes a long time to make. Every summer, Master Diluc handpicks 2 barrels of the finest grapes to turn into juice.
What? Why sell the good stuff at a low price? Shouldn't the best grapes be the most expensive?
Master has never explained his reasoning. If I had to guess, the discount could be a marketing technique. Special deals always attract customers. Perhaps Master hopes to increase the popularity of fruit juice so that people have more options when it comes to drinking. It makes an ideal alternative for the heaviest drinkers because they won't get drunk and start causing mischief. At the same time, those who don't drink alcohol get the chance to try something new. Master Diluc isn't all about money. I think he would prefer to see people drinking in moderation than chase bigger profits at any cost. Imagine if everyone could just enjoy a nice glass of wine and have a good time while keeping their wits about them and not creating trouble for others. Now, wouldn't that be a miracle?
Wow, Master Diluc's such a thoughtful guy. So, is Diluc picking out this year's grapes right now?
Not just yet. He has a few more issues to sort out first. He'll start the process as soon as those are out of the way. If you're interested, I'm sure Master Diluc would be delighted to see you and hear your thoughts. As you know, whenever Master Diluc catches wind of any unsavory guests showing up in Mondstadt, he takes it upon himself to go and greet them in person. It's the same story today. He should be somewhere near Falcon Coast. I'm not sure how long he'll be. In the meantime, would you like to take a seat inside? I have to stay here and wait for some other guests, but Hilly and Mako will be glad to take care of you.
Unsavory guests? What is that supposed to mean? Huh? You mean the dark...
Пайман.
The dark and evil Abyss Order are up to no good again? In that case, Master Diluc's our friend. We can't sit here and do nothing.
If you're happy to help, that will be wonderful. Master trusts you after all, and you're both very capable. I know he'd appreciate a helping hand.
No biggie. The sooner Master Diluc is free, the sooner we can get a taste of that delicious grape juice. Come on, let's go to the Falcon Coast.
Да, все, пойдем. Так, хотите узнать промокод на 60 примогемов? Какой промокод у тебя там? Так, побережье Сокола. Угу. Это сюда. Хорошо. Ты играешь, что кроме Геншина? Да, на канале это видно. Что помимо Геншина я в другие игры играю. Ёхти-мохти, карапухты.
Is that a camp over there? D-Luke is camping out in the wild? Huh. Huh. This tent doesn't look like it belongs to D-Luke. Maybe it's an adventurer camp. Oh, there's a piece of paper and a notebook over there. Let's read them. Judging by the tone, it seems like this was written by someone D-Luke knows well. Let's call him D-Luke's friend for now. He saw something bad happen, wrote a note for Master D-Luke, and then left. Huh. Isn't that pretty irresponsible? What if someone else had seen it? Also, he left his notebook behind. Now that Paimon thinks about it, you know that strange ley line deposit on the beach? Other than that, everything seems fine here. Not a monster in sight. Do you want to read D-Luke's friend's notebook too? If not, let's head over and take a closer look at the ley line deposit.
Ох. Да. Сейчас чувствую, что-то будет пипец какой-то.
Whoa! Where did all these monsters come from? Wait a second. Is that D-Luke?
Это он в скине новом.
Looks kind of different than usual. Look at him go! So focused and full of energy. So this is Captain Pyro when he's in top form, huh? Hey, you're right. Now that Paimon looks more closely, this D-Luke does look younger than usual. But what happened back then? Why is he fighting here? Guess we can just ask him about it when we see him.
Типа он молодой здесь. А, да, Юль, ты же мне говорила.
Okay, let's see how young D-Luke used to fight.
Да, мы за Дилюка играем снова.
The fight is over. D-Luke wiped the floor with them. Guess some things haven't changed. So is there any actual danger here? It looks like it's only these illusions from the past. So D-Luke's already called it a day? Will more monsters come out if we go up to that weird ley line deposit again? And what about young D-Luke? If it's like the other ley line deposits we've seen, then it should have disappeared now that all the monsters are defeated. No. Paimon's just a little worried is all. What if someone anyone passing by gets curious, comes to check it out, then suddenly, yeah! A monster jumps out and clubs them over the head with a swoosh and a smash! That would be terrible. Because it sounds more dangerous that way. Anyway, we came here to help D-Luke, didn't we? So let's stick around a little longer and make sure this place is completely safe before we head back. Not really. Paimon just wants some fancy grape juice.
Я бы сама от сока не отказалась.
Come on, let's finish what we came for. When we get the grape juice, you can have some of Paimon's half.
Ой. Ну-ка. Ох, ебать.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would. Someone needs...
No escape!
Don't get frostbite.
Давай, давай, давай. Давай, давай. Давай, давай, давай. Давай, давай, добей его, бей.
Steady as stone.
Есть.
Starting to wonder if we should have left the ley line to pass it alone. Maybe then the monsters would have stopped coming.
Ну, понятное дело бы, они не
Also,
вырвались.
Paimon still doesn't have a clue what's going on here. Shall we just go ask D-Luke?
Так, задание. Смотрю. Ёхти-мохти, как сколько у меня тут заданий. Так, ну это поручение. Это поручение. Так, угу. Ну, это артерия, не обязательно каждый раз делать. Да не, я просто попробовала. Я опять под юбку хотела заглянуть ей. Я просто попробовала. Так.
You're finally back. I didn't think you'd be gone for so long. Sorry if it was too much trouble.
That's okay. We did offer to help. So anyway, is Master D-Luke back yet? We didn't see him at Falcon Coast.
Sorry, I'm not sure of Master's whereabouts either, but I did hear that he recently visited Angel's Share. After dealing with this kind of trouble, Master is always careful to tie up all loose ends. It's become something of a routine. He should be back very soon. You needn't worry. In the meantime, please make yourself comfortable in the winery.
After all that, we managed to completely miss him. Oh well. Let's just wait for him at the winery this time. By the way, Adeline, how come you're haven't been standing there waiting for Master Diluc this whole time, because that would be really tiring.
Oh, thanks for your concern. But I've actually been instructed by Master to meet with some special guests
Так,
here.
что за гости?
Certain guests may need reminding to stay away for the time being. Master hopes that under the present circumstances, these guests will keep an appropriate distance from the winery, so as not to make a difficult situation even more complicated.
Well, Paimon didn't understand any of that, but it sounds like a really important job.
That's very kind of you indeed, but you've already helped Master Diluc out a great deal. You can let me take care of these time-consuming chores. There is one small thing you could do for me, though. Please, take this letter and place it on the table to your right as you enter the door. There are a few archived letters on that table already. Just put this one at the very top of the pile.
Is this a letter for Master Diluc?
Yes, it's from one of his informants. Only those in Master's inner circle are permitted to handle it or serve as custodian.
Ooh, that means we're part of Diluc's inner circle.
Of course. Master Diluc greatly values your friendship. Thanks again for the help.
О, это так приятно. Так.
Whoa, there are so many letters here. It looks like Diluc read them just before he left. He must have been in a hurry. Adeline asked us to put this one at the top of the pile, but how are we supposed to tell the order of the other ones? Guess we'll have to read them to get an idea of when they came in.
Так.
Oh, that's true. In that case, let's just tidy them up a little.
You're here. You move fast.
Woo!
Diluc!
What are you agonizing over?
Miss Adeline asked us to put these letters in a pile, and we can't tell which order they should go in. But it's your personal mail, so it'd be rude for us to read them without your permission.
There's no need to be nervous. And I can see from the looks on your faces that they've grabbed your interest. These letters deal with events that are past and gone. I only held on to them in case any of the information they contain proves useful later down the line. I just dug them out to confirm a few details. I've been following some rather unique developments recently. You were involved in the events in question anyway. You can read them if you want to. It's not a bad thing to be curious.
Ну что?
Hey, that's a good point. Actually, you kind of smell like wild mountain fruit. Oh, did you go to those mountains where the valberries come from?
Very perceptive. Yes, I did make a trip to the Stormbearer Mountains. I'll fill you in later.
No fair! We still have some super important things to discuss with Diluc. Not to mention a whole bunch of questions. All right, let's just sort these letters for him. Well, since he said he doesn't mind, why don't we read them as we go?
Ну...
not sure what this one's about. Shall we read another one?
Ну давай. А какое? Форекс, ну-ка, не копировать мою личность. У нас не косплей-пати тут.
Do you want to keep reading them, or have you got the gist now? Okay, remember, we're trying...
Ну давай, какой еще почитаем? Так.
Let's put the letters in the right order.
Ну давай, раскладываем.
If there's one thing we can take away from these, it's that Master Diluc has had a pretty difficult past. Not only was he misunderstood by the Knights of Favonius, but he's faced all kinds of other obstacles too. Sounds like it's tough being Captain Pyro. Always fighting alone because, for one reason or another, it wasn't convenient for the people around him to help out. Yeah, that's true. Plus, he's got us now. We can give him all the help he could ever want. Oh, out of friendship, of course. Definitely not just for the grape juice. Wait, what?
О, а!
Is there a problem?
Ты что, переоделся, сходил?
Master Diluc, you're wearing your old outfit again? And you've tied your hair back. You look so formal all of a sudden.
Old outfit? You've seen it before?
Yep, it was by that ley line anomaly. That was your past self, right?
Huh. I'm surprised it made such an impression.
Do you mind telling us about it? What happened back then? Why were you fighting there?
The same reason as ever. Just stopping another Abyss Order plot. They launched an offensive on several fronts at once. Unfortunately for them, they were still no match for me. We were fighting in an area on Falcon Coast, and everything was recorded by the unusually active ley lines. They must have become unstable.
Не надо ко мне проситься, я сюжетку прохожу.
Causing them to let out all kinds of information from that time. Hence why you saw what you saw. For starters, you only need to deal with the monsters and the ley line deposit will stay dormant, as long as it isn't disturbed again. On the other hand, if I'd done nothing at all, the Knights of Favonius would have taken over straight away. Knowing how they work, they'd be sure to send a large contingent to guard the site.
Wouldn't that have been a good thing?
Depends. Most of the Knights are away on expeditions, so they don't have a lot of people to spare. If the ley line anomaly was just a diversion tactic, the Abyss Order
Ну не сюжетка, да, ну блин, я в плане имеется в виду, что...
Scrambling to send what limited forces they had to Falcon Coast.
Анимация у нас тут.
Anyway, I have no interest in talking to the Knights of Favonius. I prefer to get to the bottom of things myself, rather than waste time.
Это я так выразила сюжетка, все. Не придирайтесь к словам.
For me to find out the Abyss Order's plans. take a few Abyss mages hostage, and they soon start talking. As for the Knights of Favonius,
В этом скине он мне очень нравится, кстати, очень прям нравится.
Where it's needed. It's their job to handle situations like this. They ought to be present when things come to a head. I don't like working closely with the Knights of Favonius because of our differences in philosophy, but that doesn't mean we can't watch each other's backs when it counts.
Whoa. Seems like you have even more control over things now than you used to, Diluc.
The best way to deal with any threat is to utilize all the force at your disposal. Anyway, thank you for your help. Adeline brought me up to speed with everything. In return, I have a gift for your trouble.
Grape juice? The packaging is so fancy! It must be really expensive!
This is my personal favorite grape juice, made of the highest quality grapes. I happen to have an unopened batch, so I brought you a bottle to try. I didn't know you were such fans of grape juice. Next time you want some, don't bother waiting for the discount. Just go down to the cellar and help yourselves. It's on the house.
За счет заведения можем пить виноградный сок. Круто.
This one bottle must be worth at least like 50,000 mora. And he gave it to us for free. Thank you so much, Master Diluc.
Да-да-да, спасибо большое. Виноградный сок бесплатный.
If you're free tonight, you're welcome to stay for dinner. Adeline is already making it.
Все, мечта моя сбылась, чтобы меня Дилюк пригласил на ужин. Дилюк меня на ужин пригласил. Наконец-то сбылась моя мечта.
Yes, passiveness is not my style. Though I had my suspicions at the start, everything I've come across so far in my investigation suggests that the Abyss Order was not behind this. Since this arose from natural causes, it's time to wrap things up.
So what should we do? Right! Sure! After all, he did just give us this amazing grape juice. Wait, no. What was it? After all, even when the odds of success are 9 to 1, you must never lower your guard.
Well said. In that case, let's get going.
Okie dokie, Captain Pyro. You can take it a little easier this time. Come on, let's go! This is the final battle. Then we can put all this trouble behind us.
Так. Ух, какая бутылочка красивая. Кстати, надо достиженьки забрать. Так, у меня еще инвентарь. Во, мультиплеер. Ну, понятно, да, не пускает. Где? Где? Вот. Ой, какая бутылочка красивая. Так, идем сюда. Нет, сюда. Лети туда. Дилюк. Блин, какой он клевый. Здрасте, приехали. Ах ты, маг бездны. Все.
There. It's done. The ley line deposit will disappear before long.
All thanks to the power of teamwork. See, even Captain Pyro needs his trusty sidekick sometimes. It can't be Master Diluc saving the day by himself every single time. Many hands make light work.
Sidekicks. It's been a long time since I last worked with others. It's not so bad.
Ой, у меня сердечко сейчас тук-тук-тук-тук-тук просто стучит. У меня столько счастья, вообще капец. А ужин? А ужин с Дилюком? Где? Где ужин с Дилюком? Ну что за бред? Ну что за бред? Ну дайте мне ужин с Дилюком. Что это такое? У меня, оказывается, так много тут заданий всяких. Мы договорились с Ирой, не Монк, не переживай. На Монк, не переживай. Будьте Монк, но не сегодня. Завтра. Это был байт, Ир. Обойдешься без ужина. Нет! Ну за что мне это? А я-то, блин, обрадовалась. Ёлки ты палки. Что за несправедливость? Ладно, сколько стрим уже идет? Почти 2 часа. Нет, не завтра, а Монк. Потому что... Ой. Получается... В пятницу, может, точно будет Амонг. Может быть. Как у нас с Юлей получится, как у нас дела там свои будут. Ну, давайте на этом сегодня закончим. Если что, я как бы выложу в группу ВКонтакте, когда там Амонг будет. Ну-ка, крабики, стой! Стой. Давайте на этом сегодня закончим. Что, всем спасибо, кто заходил на стрим. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, комментируйте. Если не тяжело, можете поддержать начинающего стримера монеткой. В пятницу, не в пятницу, ну, я не знаю, когда. Посмотрим, как получится. Подписывайтесь на группу ВКонтакте, ссылочка в описании под стримом. И подписывайтесь на мой второй канал, который находится на новой платформе ВАЗ ТВ. Дай бог, я начну в скором времени там стримить. Мне просто надо понять, как там вообще настраивать. Тыры-пыры, короче, все такое. Что ж,